Some might say me have be a friend, my circle small. But is your circle effective?
Ooh,
Right? What does
bar,
a
bar,
small
bar.
circle do for you? Because
So if you have the big goal and don't have the system, you won't have any direction. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the 95, Off the Clock on the Spot. I'm your host, Oshido Christie.
I'm your host, Carl Johnson. Today's topic could be focused on a mindset for career growth.
Me don't think people going on a career with the intention of growing. Let me explain why I say that. Because there are two type of person you go meet in every organization because they have two different type of mindset. One is the growth mindset and two is the fixed mindset. Growth mindset refers to the belief that abilities and intellect can be developed and enhanced, right? And naturally you would think, well, everybody know that. But at the same time, you have persons with a fixed mindset. Now, the person with a fixed mindset doesn't look for growth because they're afraid of failure. They want to stay in the realm of comfort. So they don't put as much effort out there when it comes on to growing in an organization or growing at all. It's like they're doing life on passive mode. You're at an enterprise and you're working. All right, so what's the plan? Just come every day, come work, make some money.
Put in a 9 to 5. Normal, go home. Have your fun on weekends. Come in again Monday. Put in a 9
Do
to
the
5.
same thing over and over again. But at the same time, it's these same persons who have this fixed mindset who criticize the persons who have a growth mindset because the fixed mindset is more abundant, I would say.
That's fact.
So when someone coming out an organization and that person is putting in the effort to grow, you hear, oh, I'm a kiss ass, or you feel like he's better than everybody. But that is not the case. It's just that that person understands that by taking on more responsibility and developing their ability and intellect, they will be noticed and they will get the chance to move up in the corporate ladder.
That's facts. That's facts. Can I add something to that?
Yeah, man.
When you talk about it, it sounds like a cultural problem, like a company cultural problem, because those with a fixed mindset, maybe they are really comfortable. And when you come in with your when you come in with a different mindset, a different energy, right, and you're trying to move up and you're trying to do what you need to do, you're trying to make things more efficient. They might look at you not just like as a quote unquote kiss ass, but as a person that is gonna break the status quo and put them in a position where they have to sink or swim.
Exactly.
And being in a position that they were in, they were just floating.
Exactly. And you know what I think a lot of these persons have issues with as well? As a tenured employee and someone who new comes in and, as you say, break the system, go against the status quo.
Yes.
You're here for how many years and you're doing the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
And they came in and now they're doing more than what they're being asked to do.
The thing about it is, you come in, what's the word they use? Bushy tail and wide eyed. Yeah, you come in bushy tail and wide eyed ready to take on the world. So you make them feel uncomfortable, but end of the day, you're responsible. I think individuals are responsible for themselves. And if I come in wide eyed and bushy tail, don't try to stop me.
That is true.
Don't try to stop me.
That is true. And this is why persons with a growth mindset go forever excel more than persons with a fixed mindset. The Jamaican job market alone is very, very, very competitive.
Very.
The only job that's out here in abundance, a call center work. I'm not lying. That's really it.
That's
Everything
really
else, it's a competitive market. So when you don't have the intention to grow, when you don't have a growth mindset and you have a fixed mindset, and even if you have years of experience, if you're still in the same position, bro, you are at entry level.
Yep.
So saying, oh, me have 20 years of experience, bro, you have 20 years now at entry level position.
And then the 20 years of experience you have doing what exactly?
Exactly.
Experience just being there, right? Experience just living. We know this, Some persons might have, they live a long life, but then have no experience, really and truly. We know these persons out there. And sometimes when you go into organizations, these persons might exist. Oh, me they are all long. And this is how I used to be, this and that. Well, you haven't contributed positively to the organization. So I don't believe you have any right to say that because you don't have a growth mindset. You're just following the status quo. You're not trying to build the status quo. Right? So I think persons should think about how they are going to attack a job, how they're going to attack their career, how they're going to tread the career path. Because really and truly, those with the growth mindset, they can tread the path in a more efficient manner they can try the path with a map because they know they are searching for career map.
All right,
Right?
facts,
Those with a
facts.
fixed mindset, they are treading the beaten path
Mm-hmm.
because it's just another day, right? Just another day for them. So mindset is a extremely important thing. Without a growth mindset, you can do the long, but you have no experience.
That's a true. That is so true. That is
Yep.
so true. Because if you really think about it, when it comes on to a growth mindset doesn't necessarily mean you're looking to grow in the organization that you're in. It just means that you're looking to grow in the field of having a career.
Yep.
That is what a growth mindset is. So even if you're coming on work and you be like, all right, I'm just at the bare minimum because I'm not there for long, how long will you be there for?
Yep. That is
What
it.
is your plan? If the timeline that you have gets you in and out within a year, then fine, you don't need to focus on growing in that industry. But depending on the industry that you're in, the further up you go, the easier the job we get, or the more flexibility you'll have. Let me say that because management role is no joke.
But I cannot disagree. I
Why?
think the further up you go,
Mm-hmm.
you reach at a level where you reach further up. A person that strives to go further up strives for change.
Ooh,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna be a different environment. It's gonna
yeah,
be a different ballpark.
yeah, yeah.
You're a frog in a well, you come out of the well and you realize the world, you're gonna take on the world. And I
Sure.
think that incites persons. Because the
Mm-hmm.
further up you go, the further up you gonna want to go.
True. It's intoxicating.
That's the word. That is the word. That is the
Yeah,
word. Because once you see that I can do this, I can do it again and
exactly.
again and again.
And I think that's the issue of persons with a fixed mindset have.
Mm.
They've never experienced doing something and it was a huge success where it's like it completely shift how they think and view the world.
Yep.
And because they haven't experienced that shift, are their mind isn't creative enough to envision themselves in a position other than the one that they're currently in, then they're not really going to grow.
And another thing we can think about when we think about growth mindset,
Mm-hmm.
I always think about the financial part of it. The higher you grow, the more money you make.
Now that's true.
We can think about it holistically because you might find your purpose and you can say, I want to contribute significantly and I want to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you take on a growth mindset from either way, you're going to move.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mhm.
You have to be conscious or self-aware of which of these brackets you fall in.
Yep.
And circumstances can move persons from a growth mindset to a fixed mindset, and it can also move persons from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. So not because you're a fixed mindset no doesn't mean you'll always stay that way, and not because you're a growth mindset no doesn't mean you'll always stay that way.
Yep, that is it.
And persons with growth mindset, some of the time they will, let me not say look down on, but have less expectation of persons with a fixed mindset. When in actuality, anything can change in our life and we can switch position.
Just like that. Drop off a hat.
Just like that. Because a person with a growth mindset can go through a catastrophic event in their life and it just tear down everything for them. And they just be like, I'm just going to live life on autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
But also a person with a fixed mindset can also go to a catastrophe in their life, and instead of it going down, it goes the opposite way. They have to shift to a growth mindset because they notice that having a fixed mindset, any game can play. Can go work today and then be like, go home.
And that's the thing I know, having a purpose is a big difference, I think, between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Not the only difference, but I think it's a big difference because some persons want to grow because of financial gain. Some persons want to grow because they want to change their environment and the world.
That is true.
Yeah. We encourage everyone to strive for a growth mindset, really and truly. It's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for your loved ones. It's going to be better for the overall world. It's going to be better for your organization overall. If you leave, you're going to leave something good.
That is true.
Yeah, you're going to leave something good.
That is true.
And another thing on a peace persons with a growth mindset, as I said, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, those persons normally embrace challenges because they come into an organization and they see that this has been going on for so long. It's not the best part, it's not the most efficient thing to be done. And they say, I'm going to try to change the situation. Right? Those persons normally encourage your supervisors to give them challenges. Give me more because I want to do better. I want the organization to do better. And those persons, even through all of the criticism, they normally stand firm. They're normally resilient in front of criticism and negativity. I believe that persons should have empathy, and persons should understand that, what do you say? If you're not good for saying nothing,
No, say nothing at all, bro. Keep your mouth shut.
keep your mouth shut, really and truly. According to some statistics that we got, persons or employees with a growth mindset feel more empowered. 47% of them specifically feel more empowered
And committed to their work.
and committed to their work. Because, right, guess what? It's not just the little old job, it's my work. It's a part of me. I always try to encourage on the podcast, I show you here, I say this. Don't take the job as like a big part of you, but make it be a part of you, but not your whole personality, but those
But
persons.
just a part of you.
Yeah, part of you, right? And move with the flow and move on properly. A fixed mindset is the belief that skills and talents are innate and unchangeable. I disagree with that 100%. Because we are human beings, we change. Right? We change every day, we change every year.
Exactly.
Right? I don't get how a person with a fixed mindset assumes that because they're in a long time they work that they have experience. If you have a fixed mindset, keep it 100%. You know no experience. You just stay long.
You just stay long for true. That is, you just know if you do the work on autopilot.
On autopilot, right? That's really it. But let's be honest right now. Sometimes, what? We have this whole thing about AI now. Right? So AI don't take over the world. We still need people to be people and push. Autopilot does not cut it.
That's true. That is true. And you know, come to mention it, people with fixed mindset not only fixing their career, they're fixing their life.
Yep.
So your life itself is just fixed. You barely make no progress outside of work, regardless. There are cases which you cannot make progress outside of work and not make no progress while at your job, mainly because probably you just don't like your job for whatever the reason may be. But at the end of the day, majority of the time, where you find persons with a fixed mindset in the job, they have a fixed mindset out of the job.
That's facts. Big facts.
Big facts, bro. As we said before, fixed and growth mindset can switch place very easily. You can know if somebody have a fixed mindset when you have a conversation with them and they don't talk about like any progression outside of work.
That is it.
So even if you not look for growing the same job where they now, bro, you know, so me look one position out there so, and then based on the links so me here so me can grow and become this and become that.
Alright. Or hey, bro, I do one course because I want to do this.
Alright.
That one pivot. I realize I like this. Something new. It doesn't have to be new all the time, but at least some kind of progression. We are called beyond the 95. It doesn't have to be always the 95.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be always the 95. It can be entrepreneurship. It can be a lot of different things outside of it.
Start jog a morning time because I'm not feeling healthy again.
Exactly.
Simple things like that. So we can tell the difference between a person with a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Again, we encourage you to get a growth mindset.
Yep. And as Jamaicans as a whole, I would say there are a lot of persons with growth mindset, but fixed mindset are loud. They are the loudest. So when you see a lot of people with fixed mindset in a one place, they will always consistently criticize the person with a growth mindset. Behind them back and in front of their face.
Empty barrel.
Make the most nice. But you're not going to see, let me not say, you will rarely see someone with a growth mindset or a group of people with a growth mindset put down someone with a fixed mindset because they're focused on growing. That is the key difference between both of them.
I like how you said that. I saw saying the other day, it says that you attack the problem, not the person. And a person with a fixed mindset will attack you personally, but not the actual problem. But the beauty of it is this: a person with a growth mindset will take, even though it's pure negativity most of the times, will take the kernel of positivity from it and say, all right, this person is criticizing me. They'll reflect upon themselves and say, all right, how can I improve? How can I make myself better? How can I confirm if I need to confirm? How can I spread my wings if I need to spread my wings? And from there, it's more growth. Because as I said, people change, you know. People always change. And persons who are preaching growth, persons who are advocating for growth, a growth mindset, normally try to bring their other persons with them. They try to drag you up if you're not there. They try to plot out the path. If you don't know the path, so another person can tread on the path the best way possible. That's what I think.
That is true. And persons with a fixed mindset, when a person with a fixed mindset meet a person with a growth mindset, it brings their insecurity to light. It brings their incompetence to light. And because you put them in that uncomfortable position within themselves, they cannot accept that. So they have to find an issue with you.
Yep.
You have to be the problem because it cannot be me.
It cannot be me.
It cannot be me. So it has to be you.
I love what you said that, No accountability.
Bro, my name, sir.
What? What is that word?
What? That was a word?
Man, no accountability they don't have.
That is the thing.
Man.
And that is the reason why we think it's very important to highlight a growth mindset in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can really change your life.
It can change your life. It will change your life.
Change your life.
It will change your life.
Because you have to have ambition. You have to make progress. And being busy and making progress are two different things.
Explain to them.
I learned this the hard way because I used to always be busy. But being busy is you doing administrative work. Basically mean work will not get you nowhere except having more words on a paper.
And you feel good.
Because now everything documented. Nothing is wrong with documenting everything. As a matter of fact, it's very good to map out everything. But when you spend more time on the administrative task than the productive task, you get to where you want to go slower than you want to get there. So it's all about finding the balance between the administrative task and the productive task. You have 7 days in a week. 2 days administrative, 5 days productive. And believe me, the result will be phenomenal.
I like what you said that as well. The other day, someone asked me that, what's going on you?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, everything normal.
Bro, what that mean? What that mean, bro?
Because the person was like, nothing new. I'm like, currently, I am doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I am being productive.
Yeah.
Right? So, there is really nothing new. And I won't stress myself on certain tasks. There's nothing new because I am doing what would have been new currently.
Mm-hmm.
And not unfortunately. Fortunately, I cannot take on anything else. And the person was like, it must be great. I was like, it's not necessarily great, because in my mind, we finish it off already.
Mm-hmm.
Once I wait for the world catch up, them jump on something else.
True.
So sometimes you might not think that you have a growth mindset,
mm-hmm.
but you might have it. You might just be relaxing and just doing what you're supposed to be doing, because in the day you're just waiting for the world to catch up and realize, all right, what's next? What's next?
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how you push it through. Isn't it? And I'm glad you mentioned that as well. Everything normal.
Yes.
I don't know if this was the case with you,
Mm-hmm.
but I know everybody must tell a progress. I know everybody must make.
When did we mention this? Like which episode? Right. Guys,
I know everybody must make know why your next step be.
Yeah.
Tell them what you did when you reach 10 step ahead. You know, say, 10 step back, I did do XYZ. Isn't it? But now I'm here.
Yes.
Right? You're not going to tell them your future plans. You just say, I'm here now. What's next? Me still a figure that out.
And the beauty about this, when you're selecting for about who you're around and the person that you tell your progress, they will keep you accountable 100%.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Because some people have friends that keep them accountable. But some people don't like friends that keep them accountable. Because, bro, if me tell you, say, me I go start one podcast beyond the 9 to 5. I tell you, me give you a date, and you say, okay, cool. You check me back on the date. Oh, say, me just did a write out content, me not really do nothing as yet. Right? And then me now go feel like, say, me as the person who I do the writing with the content, and him who has been checking in consistently, I'm gonna feel attacked. Like, bro, why you say me go do it? Why you not leave me alone? Me do it. But in actuality, I am telling you that I am going to do this task, and I've been saying I'm going to do a task for a year that should only take me 3 months.
Sure.
That's an issue. And if that's a recurring theme, guess what? Him go stop check up. And you see, the moment you have friends who care about you, who stop check in and check up on your progress, that's the moment you're alone. Because you might feel as if you're alone and feel like no one's on your side, but you have those friends that check in on you out of genuine care and want to know that you are really progressing in life.
That is it.
I have a few of those. So it's all about when you say you go do something, deliver. Or else the consequences will be you won't have the persons who you need around you to get you to where you need to be. Because they're going to be like, you don't keep your word to yourself. How can I
How can I trust
continue?
you?
Exactly. I can't trust you with anything. I can't trust you with anything, and you have to be able to trust your friends who are looking out for you.
That is it. That is it.
Yeah.
Because really and truly, if a person like that is in a circle, in your circle,
Mm-hmm.
and there is zero progress, eventually they will not be a part of the circle. We might not like to admit it.
Yeah.
Some
It's
persons are,
true.
I realize some persons are extreme with this thing. They say, "Oh, I'm not a friend," but you do have friends.
You do have friends. All of us have
All of
friends.
us have friends,
All of us have
right?
friends.
And some might say, "Me have be a friend. My circle small," but is your circle effective,
Ooh.
right?
Bar,
What does
bar,
a small
bar.
circle do for you? Because two persons is a small circle, no. But
Mm.
if that two-person circle is not doing anything for you,
Then
all you're
you
alone,
don't have no circle,
you're
bro.
on a
You're
circle.
alone.
If you have
And
connections, if your network is large, and you can definitely say, I have one small circle, low key, it's not really a small circle, but that circle keeps you accountable. They help you to move forward, and they have a growth mindset. So they're really pulling you along, and
true.
you're willing to move along with them in
Exactly.
lockstep.
I'm glad you mentioned that because a group of 5 friends, 4 fixed mindset, 1 growth mindset. What do you think the outcome go be?
Eventually, four friends.
No, actually, it's gonna be 5 friends, 5 fixed mindset.
Well,
Yeah, and
I think so.
yeah, and if you have 5 friends, 4 growth mindset, it go turn into 5 growth mindset. And if that is not the case, as Carl said, 4 friends. Isn't it?
That's just the quickest way I think about it.
Exactly.
Because if you're in a space that really and truly does not resonate with you, leave.
True.
Because I personally think you can't make nobody hold you down, really and truly.
Yep.
You
And
can try, but you can't make nobody
can't
hold
make
you down at
nobody
the end of the
will.
day.
And you know why me say the one friend who stand up will get confirmed? It's like kids growing up in school. Right? Everybody never born a bad man. Nobody name come out of their mother a bad man. You see me? But if you have 5 friends and 4 of them a push badness,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them round there, we not push no badness, but he always there in a group of friend.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You see the 4 friend enemy, go target him now. So guess what? You have to turn bad man.
Have to turn bad man. Have
You
to.
see me? You have to convert.
Yeah. So
I see him thing.
yeah. So guys, we have been researching and we got some strategies for growth mindset.
Yeah.
Some strategies. The first one is embracing challenges. I think that you don't even have to touch on that because challenges are opportunities just hiding. Really
That
actually.
is true. That is true.
Yeah. The second one is learning from your failures. We can attach that to taking criticism because a person with a fixed mindset might assume that never wrong yet in my life, never always miss alright. That's
That's
but
true.
yeah, a person with a growth mindset will say, all right, guess what? This is my L, this is my failure. I'll take it, I'll live with it, I'll learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They turn that L into a one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A person with a growth mindset will always try to spin or find the most positive outcome and try to find the most progressive way to move forward.
That is true.
The third mindset feature that we look at is seeking feedback, or strategy rather, seeking feedback. No man is an island, and you might think that just because you've been going to the job for how much years, you've been going early, you've been doing, and you're working on automatic. Once you really ask for feedback,
Mm-hmm.
you might just realize that I have not been doing anything for all of these years.
Exactly.
I have not made any real changes,
Mm-hmm.
and 5, 10 years on the line, you might be complaining, say, oh, it thing different now, or oh, you never stay so organization, never stay so, but you didn't stop the bad changes and you didn't implement any positive changes. So you didn't stop the negativity, you didn't contribute to the positivity.
Exactly.
Do you really think that's a growth mindset? Is it though? No.
Let me think.
You have potential.
Isn't it?
You have potential, but guys, those are the strategies. So embrace challenges, right? Learn from failures and seek feedback.
And when it comes down to seeking feedback, the thing I know a lot of people have problem with, some people cannot take criticism.
Man,
And criticism, it's rough. Let me tell you why rough. You have constructive criticism and you have disrespectful criticism. And when somebody criticize you in a way where attack you and feel like disrespect to you on your end, you're not gonna really see exactly what they must say. And
personal.
It go take it personal, but it's understandable because even though what they are saying might be the truth, they're saying it in a harsh way to hurt you, right? And when someone gives you constructive criticism, they tell you what they think the issue with is in a very polite manner, right? They will identify the issue for you, what they think the issue is, and some of the time they will tell you changes that they think will help.
Yes, sir.
Now, your responsibility in this case is to have a conversation with that person.
Yep.
Don't just blow you off. Explain to them why you do the thing, how you do it. Understand why they say you should change it. And if you find even a small bit of validity in what they said, then you should consider it.
Yep.
Because if they're thinking like that and their reasoning makes sense, then whosoever you're targeting, it will make sense for them as well.
And I realize this criticism is such a funny thing. The other day I was having a conversation and someone said something to me years ago, and I still remember it. It was not necessarily criticism, but criticism can affect persons because suppose someone pointed out to you something that you did that since forever it's been working, but you're in a vulnerable state. You're not in the best frame of mind at that point in time, and they pointed it out to you, and from there you're hyper fixated on not being that. From personal experience, I think that persons don't be hyper fixated on criticism. No matter if it's given to you in a harsh way or in a light way. Be hyper fixated on if it's really effective, and hyper fixated on if you want to be that person. In terms of your career, take criticism from mentors, take criticism from peers, right? When you take criticism from those and you can balance it out in your mind, realize that this is who I am, this can work for me, or this isn't really who I am. But guess what? I can try to make it work. From there, you can move forward and you won't be hyper fixated on the criticism itself.
True. And then from that criticism, you can view it as a setback, but it's about reframing that setback. It's not actually a setback, it's an opportunity.
Yep.
It's an opportunity for you to refine your process.
I like what you said that. Refine your process. Because in a video, you're an organization. Sorry for cut you.
Yeah, man, you're good.
Once you have your growth mindset and you refine your process, if someone new comes into the organization, you can teach them your process because they will not necessarily have any bad habits. And efficiency goes up. Just like that.
Exactly.
Just as you said, growth mindset, it proliferates. That big word, it proliferates, right? So yeah, let's try to keep it positive.
Exactly. And with how things are going right now, statin says that the unemployment rate is at like 4.5% as of 2023, right? Which means that can go up and that can go down. Regardless, a lot of persons are facing jobless situation at the moment. If you're facing unemployment, then the best way to go about approaching that is with a growth mindset, knowing how to pivot. It's a part of growing. So if it's a case where you say, all right, the job market rough, but I need to get a job. What you need to do now is identify a potential bridge job because you might not be able to get the job that you want, but you just need to get something in until the market settles down for you to transition to the job that you actually want. So getting that bridge job, if you can reframe your setback and if you can focus on your growth mindset and implement it, like really take it serious, not passively growing but actively growing, because a lot of us passively grow, but does that make us someone with a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? I believe having a growth mindset is an intentional.
It's an active process.
Yeah, it's an active. You have to be intentional about it. All of us grow. You're the baby and now you're adults. You grow automatically. But you don't grow automatically in every aspect of your life. So at the end of the day, you have to prepare yourself for the job market. And as much as how a lot of us wish it never so hard to get jobs, it is. And instead of cuss the system and say it's the system's fault, how about you make yourself better equipped to handle anything the system throws at you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That would be better.
In terms of better handling it, quick plug, guys. So, Oshida Christie, you can go on his TikTok. He's doing not career reviews, resume reviews. He's reviewing resumes and he's making. We are creating a community. We are creating a community, but he's actually doing the resume reviews right now, showing persons that there are good paying international jobs out there. Yes. So you can go on his TikTok. So OSHIDO Christie, CHRISTIE. Search him, go on him, follow him, like him. You will find value. Right? We are trying to create a community that gives value.
To be honest, we want to create that community because, bro, Jamaican jobs are the only jobs out there.
Judge.
Remember that, and understand, say it's not an easy thing to remember because it seems as if remote jobs are such a hidden gem in Jamaica, and they are. But I want to change that, right?
That's it.
I don't believe Jamaicans supposed to get paid little to nothing for work, and the best way for that is to tap in our market that pays more. Bear in mind, you're in a third world country or outside of the United States. And the reason why people hire outside of the United States is to pay less than they need to pay in the United States. But you still will be getting paid more than you're getting paid in Jamaica.
Yep.
So you're like the perfect candidate for a remote job.
Yep.
So that's something you can look into because, bro, being underpaid is not a nice thing. It is not a nice thing. And it's hard to have that growth mindset when every option you look on is not high paying enough.
You can't make you live.
Exactly.
Really and truly. It's hard to keep up mindset like that when you realize that it make no sense.
And that is how a lot of persons end up with a fixed mindset. Because they look at the system and then be like, even if me try to grow in this, it not gonna make no sense for me regardless. So persons just stay wish part in there, but remember, you're not just limited to the Jamaican job market. The world is changing.
The world is changing.
Right? You can be a part of that wave. And not everybody lucky and not everybody go get a job, but at least you have the knowledge and the know-how in how to go about tapping into that job market. Because you deserve better, and that's what I think.
Big facts.
That is what I think.
You deserve better.
And I feel like when it comes down to developing that growth mindset, you should set small and achievable goals. Those help a lot. And persons with a fixed mindset go probably feel attacked. As a matter of fact, they won't even know that they're being called out. That's the first thing. Because they're too comfortable.
Yep.
And then I can't attack.
No.
No, accountability is there, but I understand. And persons with a fixed mindset, whether they have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, setting small and achievable goals goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because with those small and achievable goals, you can make progress. It's easier to follow up on. You can have this big goal, but you narrow down the system. And then from that point onwards, you go towards that big goal. But if you have the big goal and don't have the system, you won't have any direction.
I like how you say small and achievable goals. I went through something that I decided I was gonna every year upgrade, and I started from a small. I went in with the intention to change my mindset, to be more progressive, right? I went in with that intention, and it works. A smaller win, you're gonna be more confident. You're gonna be more confident. You're gonna be more resilient, because even though it's a small win, you might have taken something from you sometimes, some form of energy, and that small resilience and that small confidence will build up. Right? It's like a snowball effect, and from there, even if a situation occurs where the snowball is shrinking because of some external source, I use this metaphor of a snowball because sun, obviously, so sun melt a snowball. Eventually, you'll build up back.
Exactly.
And once the momentum is going, you can never stop the momentum now. You can never stop the momentum, because even as I said, I'm normal now. But I see the end at this round. Just a wait for your world catch up.
Exactly.
Then we're gonna get more momentum.
Exactly.
And go further, further.
Those small wins build your beliefs in what you're doing.
And believe in yourself.
Exactly. And if you don't have that belief in yourself, then how you go get others to believe in you?
Yep. Impossible. And then even if it's not impossible, you're gonna feel like you're scammed then. Imposter syndrome. You're gonna feel like I should not be here because.
And how many of you guys like understand the concept of imposter syndrome? Like, I don't think a lot of Jamaicans know what it means to have imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is being in a field that you're good at, but you are afraid to express your expertise because you're afraid someone would find you out as a fraud.
Yes.
But you're not a fraud, you're just unaware of your talent.
That is it.
And because you're unaware of your talent, you feel as if I don't want to say this, I don't want to do this, because people go look down upon me. But if you've been doing this for a while, if you've been doing this for years, if you have the knowledge, and if you know, say, if Carl come to you and ask you about a situation and you can provide assistance, and you know anything you say to Carl will really improve his situation, you are not a fraud.
Not a fraud at all.
But the internet is a scary place. The internet is a scary, scary place, bro. The internet is a scary place. So I guess that's why people don't want to put themselves out there, because they're afraid of other people's opinion. And you have to remember that people will forever have different opinions. And there is no the way to do a thing. There are a lot of ways, and there is your way.
And there are a lot of ways. There's your way and there's the outcome. You pick the best way for you to reach that specific outcome.
Exactly.
I like what you say, imposter syndrome. Guys, we have been doing this one. This is our 10th episode, right?
Yeah, 10th.
I don't feel imposter syndrome. True, right?
With just a reason.
With just a reason.
Isn't it? And we do research.
We do research and we try to give value. We take a step with value. We don't see other person doing this. And we are one of the persons in this space. We're actually the only ones doing it like this.
Yeah.
In this format. But we don't feel the imposter syndrome because you realize that value, right? Value is there. There is untapped value in what's going on and the topics that we are talking about. And the fact that we can give value and you guys can appreciate the value. You validate it that we are real. You're not fraud.
Exactly.
Right, we're not fraud.
It's not even just about the whole fraudster thing. It's you have someone who understands. You feel like they get it.
Yes.
This is what I've been saying all this time. But they get it.
Yes.
So
someone to validate you.
Exactly. At the end of the day, we just a whole a reason and selected topics because people don't talk about these topics a lot. And I think persons should, because employees of Jamaica go through a lot of different things. And some of the times you will go through something and you feel like you're the only one going through this. Or this is how it should be when it should not be like that. So because of that, I think it's good to provide some guidance or a place of belonging and acceptance for Jamaicans where they can share their story, share their opinion, and just talk about topics that everybody are run from. Or nobody don't want to talk about.
I love what you said, talk about topics that everybody are run from and nobody don't want to talk about it. One of the key features of having a growth mindset is having resilience, is standing up and doing certain things that you don't necessarily don't want to do, and having a conversation, a rough conversations that most persons might not necessarily want to have. We are basically trying to cultivate a growth mindset with the audience and with you guys. Yeah. Because in the end of the day, it's going to be good for our community, the Beyond the 95 community. It's going to be good for you in your personal lives because more money. And it's going to be good for Jamaica overall. That's really it. So, man up, like a better term to say.
Woman up to.
Yeah. And us look forward.
Yeah,
true. Look forward.
And another key aspect of developing that growth mindset is surround yourself with people who have the same mindset.
Extremely important.
Very, very important. Because this podcast would probably be a lot different if me and Carl never have the same mindset.
Yep.
We probably have different opinions,
Opinions.
but the mindset is the same. And because the mindset is the same and opinions differ, it allows for more growth.
Allows for a stimulating conversation.
Exactly.
I like what you said that, situations might have happened where you wonder if a conversation with someone, and you wonder like, am I the crazy one here? like, you have to question yourself like, wait a minute, something wrong with me?
Am I a problem?
Yeah. But when you surround yourself with persons that have the same mindset of you, persons that want to excel, persons that want to grow, right? You will never second guess yourself. If I am the problem. You will second guess yourself. Is that the correct way? Was I doing it the right way? Was I wrong all along to be doing it that way? Was I not progressing because I'm also thinking on my level? Once you surround yourself with persons that stimulate that growth mindset, you'll be more efficient. Right?
And on top of that, Carl, no, this is something you should be able to identify in others in that community, because persons will have growth mindset, but you see, like how we have different opinions, and those opinions kind of refine each other. You have persons who will tear you down with their opinions. Those persons now give you opinion to help uplift you and make a process better. They might give you opinions to tear you down and make you doubt your own plan.
Yep.
Those persons, even if they have a growth mindset, stay far. The only persons who have a growth mindset where you should be communicating with are persons who have different opinions that refine and make yours better.
Yes.
Those are the type of persons you are.
That is true.
Because people will tear don't give you idea better than for them.
I remember that in a previous episode you were saying that a person always come around and ask you how go on and this and that. Stay away from persons like that, guys. Because really and truly, they're not asking because they care. They want to. There may be a touch of jealousy.
Yeah, they want to know if attack next.
Yes. Wow. That is exactly. They want to know if attack next. And because they don't want to make it look like a personal attack. They attack your opinion. But really and truly, the best way to beat certain people's opinions are with facts. Really and truly.
True.
Beat them with facts.
And you know what about this as well? Let's say those same persons who give those opinions, some of the time they have a weird words or make you doubt yourself. Just because you're not as good with words. You understand your idea, but some of the time you just maybe need some time to get your thoughts together.
Find everything down.
It makes sense.
Sir.
And because them can just tear down in no time. You never know.
You never know.
Right? So at the end of the day, a growth mindset allows you to stay adaptable and resilient and open to opportunity no matter what. And in today's day and age, in today's job market, positioning yourself without a growth mindset is going to be hard.
Extreme. So
having that growth mindset will give you the edge, because you're looking for growth, and that shows in your demeanor, in your attitude. So when you're interacting with anyone, they can see that, yeah man, that you might go places, and they can see that I waste of time I talk to that youth. Yeah. Let's not do that again. And those are the two outcomes in my mind whenever I talk to somebody. Waste of time or I might go somewhere.
Yep. That is it.
And the person I'm not gonna stay far from.
Stay far from them, right? And in terms of that again, with a growth mindset, you'll be better equipped to deal with financial crisis. It's 2024, almost 2025. We know what's going on, guys, right?
The world is changing.
And the world is changing. The last episode we spoke about persons losing their jobs, being jobless, being in a job. Although he quoted this term, I like it, being in a jobless situation. You're losing job, you're in a jobless situation, right? But with being in a jobless situation, think about it as like a challenge or a transition to do. Get a job that you need to get the job that you want, right? Invest in yourself 100%. It could be through education, could be through skill building, but invest in yourself. Because really and truly the purest form of growth is self-investment, I personally believe.
That is right? It.
And this will pay off in the long term. I always say it, if you not paying, it make no sense. It will pay off financially. I can guarantee that 100% because you don't know how you invest in yourself. You might be, for example, start a little side hustle. Because we spoke about side hustle already. And that side hustle eventually be the career. You can
Mm-hmm.
start a bake. Eventually you upscale. You have a bakery shop. You start the goods. And you upgrade your financial situation, upgrade your family's financial situation. So having a growth mindset is not just about feeling good, but it's about money.
That is true. And being an entrepreneur, people normally feel like I'm an entrepreneur, I don't have a career, but you do have a
Yep.
career. That is your career. Being an entrepreneur is a career.
You're one of the first entrepreneurs, right? The first actually that has actually said that being an entrepreneur is a career, not just being your one boss. It
Exactly.
is
It
a
is a
career.
career because just like in any job, you have to make connections and you have to get things done.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you need connections to run a business. You need customers, you need potential investors, you need supporters on a
Yep.
whole. So you need that. It's your career because the skills that you develop being an entrepreneur can be applied in multiple different. You can become a consultant. It's your career.
It's your career.
Anything you have up here, you can make profitable. You can make a career out of anything where you have up here.
Yep.
Because people want guidance, people want access. So no matter what it may be, it's a career.
It's a career.
And I think people should remember that.
They should. Remember, guys, and always think about growth, getting better, and moving forward.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching Beyond the 95.
Yes, sir.
10th episode. Yeah, so, guys,
Remember,
career,
career, purpose, truth.